126.
God damn it.
Gun Range Gary tip of the week. When you're hot, you're hot.
What's up guys, Billy here from Mad Max again, and today is multi-purpose video. I'm gonna start off by saying thank you to everyone for subscribing that already has. If you don't yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, but this past weekend I hit 1,000 subscribers, so that's a pretty big deal to me. I appreciate it, and yeah, obviously without you I wouldn't have it. But yeah, if you got any ideas, I want to do some sort of giveaway thing, but I don't have any like sponsor or anything, so if anybody has any ideas, drop in the comment section below, let me know. But I also wanted to do a quick update video on my 11.5 inch pistol. Let's start with show clear. It's changed up since the last time we did a video, and there's a couple things I wanted to update, give an update on, namely the Holosun. But yeah, let's dig into it. So for the most part, the basis of the rifle has changed. The two main things, or three main things I guess, that have changed: I put the DD fixed front sight and got rid of the Magpul Pro up here. The other gun that it came off of is getting a low power variable optic soon, so it didn't really serve a purpose there, whereas on this with the red dot it co-witnesses well, and it gives you a nice point of reference when aiming, so it just worked out that way. I ended up painting it. I'll get some close-ups of the paint job. I don't know, I'm weird. I just don't like having all black rifles. I don't have any unpainted guns at this point in time. I also added, I'll get a close-up of these, but it's the ergo grips, the M-Lock, the snap-in ergo grips. I had them left over from something else, so I just threw them on here, and I do happen to like them a lot. It doesn't make that big of a difference to the point where like I would suggest going out and buying them. The other gun that I bought them for, you'll see in the future, but it doesn't have a hand stop, and it's just good. It gives you more grip, something to pull it into you on. Updated the gun as a whole. It's holding accuracy fine. So by now I got a couple thousand rounds through here. I started shooting steel case just because I accidentally bought 1,000 rounds a little while back on an auction. I thought I was getting a great deal. It still turned out to be a good deal, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so I've been trying to bust through that, and then I haven't cleaned this, so I'll get some close-ups. But yeah, it's getting kind of sludgy, but I just throw some Go juice in there and rip it, and I have yet to have a malfunction with this setup here. But the steel case runs through it fine. Obviously it's not going to be that accurate, but it's 0 for 50 yards, and on a steel target I could rack headshots with it, so take that for what it's worth. The big thing I wanted to do an update on is the Holosun. The optic itself, I've yet to have any problems with at all. But there's two things that have not gone wrong, but I'll get into it. So when I throw all my guns into a case or whatever, if I'm going to the range, I'll just get all of them, get them in a Pelican, and I kind of stand on it sometimes to get it locked. And I'll see if I can get a good visual representation of this, but the optic has definitely bent. Well, the mount has definitely bent on me. It's cocked a little bit, so I had to re-zero, but since that's happened, it's been zeroed and stayed that way. But when you try to shoot irons, the irons are sitting down at the bottom right of the irons are sitting down at the bottom right of the optic. So I'll get a picture of that for you. But take that for what it's worth as well. The optic itself, no issues, but the mount, you can even tell by looking at it, it's not the highest quality. Do I want to go and drop a couple $100s on another optic mount? Do I want an optic mount that costs more than my optic? In this case, no, so I'm just going to keep riding the lightning until it really shits the bed, and then probably get a T2. I don't know, I might try something else. Second problem, or thing that I ran into. Battery. I kept it on for about a year straight, and it's supposed to have like a 5-year battery life, but I guess that's on like the medium setting. I had it on probably setting 7, and one day I picked up and the battery was just dead on it. And then that brings to the problem is the torque screws in this are so tiny where if you don't save the tool that came with the optic, you are totally shit out of luck. Luckily, I'm a hoarder and I keep all the boxes, everything that I get, and I broke the battery tray trying to rip it out, so luckily it came with another. But yeah, luckily I had the tool saved. But if you didn't save the tool, the box, or anything like that, you're gonna be shit out of luck once the battery runs out on this. Is gonna be a one-term optic. But yeah, other than that, other than battery life being a year, a quick caveat on that: my buddy with the T2, his battery ran out in about a year, but he keeps it setting on pretty high. You know how we remedied that? Don't leave it on all the time. So other than the battery life, which is obviously correctable, the tool size, that could be an issue, but I'm just giving you a heads up. If you do decide to buy a Holosun, keep the box, keep the tool. You're going to need it. Or you just buy the one with the battery on the side. I probably should have did that, but lesson learned. The mount is not the most high quality. It is what it is. Would I still buy it on sale for under $150? It is, to me, it is worth way more than that. So yeah, it's still a good deal. But just remember those two things. I've seen people put the Geisley mounts on a Holosun. I think that's a little on the extra side. But if you could get a more solid mount, or like a QD mount, maybe spend another $100. Like I think the American Defense mounts are like $90. It might be worth it to you. But at that point, I would save up another couple $100 and just buy a T2 or a T1 for that matter. Lastly, the last thing I changed on it, Edgar Sherman Design Sling. Huge fan of this. It's very similar to the Ferro Concepts, but it's more minimalist, and I think it's less likely to break because there's no moving parts in the fastener side. It's just like there's no moving parts in there, there's no clamps, it's just a little piece of plastic. So if I had to choose one or the other, I don't think I would. One or the other is fine. But I would definitely take one of these two over, say, a VTAC sling, which I'm not the biggest fan of, or the Vickers sling, which, granted, I don't have one, all my friends do. Not the biggest fan. They're a little bulky, and the adjustment, the quick adjustment, doesn't work as well as the Edgar Sherman Designs or the Ferro Concepts. But yep, so other than this, the fixed front sight post, the ergo grips, the paint job, and the sling, that's about all that has changed. Other than the problems with the Holosun, it's more so an inconvenience than a problem. But yeah, this is still like my go-to gun for running drills for now. It's definitely my go-to gun for a red dot. There's going to be more coming down about the 10.3. Mark 12 updates are going to be coming. I'm just waiting to take it out to a little bit further distance. And my tan gun is going to have an update pretty soon. What's today's date? Pretty soon there should be a big change coming to that. But other than that, thanks for watching, guys. Again, I want to thank you all for subscribing, hitting that 1,000 benchmark. Pretty big deal for me. Here's to 2,000. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, do so. If you got anything you'd like to ask, tell, bitches, moans, complaints in the comment section, please. If you liked the video, make sure you like. If you didn't like the video, eat a dick. And I will see you next time.